you're building blocks, you're getting life skills through visual aid. The rooms are colorful, you see different colors every day, different things. You build lifelong friends. Who wouldn't want this? Usually you have the same friends from kindergarten, preschool, all the way to high school and after. According to an article, Kids Want to Learn, preschool gives a better chance of success at building a strong learning foundation for kindergarten. Nowadays, kids are having to learn all their ABCs, learn how to make sentences, a paragraph in kindergarten. I didn't learn that till like first grade. You know, we just used to write on the paper and not worry about the structure or anything. So now in kindergarten, kids are having to learn that. So going to preschool would build a foundation of having that experience of knowing how to write the letters and write the words and know how to spell. Law enforcement also say that the success of preschool helps in society, as the success in preschool is a tool to prevent crime. Most kids that go to preschool don't end up graduating with their class and not getting held back. Kindergarten, to prepare your children for kindergarten, you should put them in preschool. The problem today is that a lot of children are unprepared. They don't know how to spell, they don't know how to read, they don't know how to build the social needs that you need. American Magazine says Head Start only reaches a fraction of those eligible, and only half day is provided because of the budgets. A lot of kids that need preschool aren't enrolled in it because they don't know how to get to it. They don't know how to access it, and nobody provides information on how to get it. The signs of preschoolers not prepared for kindergarten. Newsweek says that children of poverty usually have no preschool and start in kindergarten with only knowing 10,000 words, and kids from middle class going to preschool know 40,000 words by the time they're in kindergarten. So that's a drastic number on how unprepared they are, and a lot of these kids don't even have access to knowing how to get to preschool. Nobody provides any of that information. An example is the New York Times. The New York Times says children learn so much at a young age. They learn sounds, even when they're just infants. They learn by baby talk and scribbling. This all stimulates the mind to promote better education. Even when you talk to your kids in baby talk, they're learning vocabulary. The basic literacy through osmosis is sometimes given to most students, but sometimes it's not. Some parents don't have the time to sit there with their kid because they're trying to work or they're trying to provide for their family, and both families are working. And if they were able to enroll their children in preschool, it would be a little bit easier on them to provide better for their children. Children in poverty are most at risk. They're 2 times as likely to have serious trouble reading. Now you see the daily problems of how preschool can benefit the children. So not attending preschool affects the children in many ways. It affects them socially, emotionally, academically. A 2002 Newsweek article says schools are screening incoming kindergartens for dyslexia and other educational problems for early signs, because they don't know whether these kids have gone to preschool or not, so they just want to see where everyone is. Children have no experience with other kids when they enter kindergarten. They don't know how to just be left there from their parents. Preschool provides this where the parents can can go to the preschool and interact with them as well, so they don't get so shell-shocked when they go into preschool. The Journal of American Medical Association says early intervention like Head Start helps kids stay in school and out of jail. A study called High Scope Perry Preschool Program is a study that shows that kids not attending preschool were 2 times as likely to become pregnant as teenagers compared to those in the program. There were 2 preschools that were, well, 2 of many preschools that were studied, and out of the Chicago Parent-Child Center, 22% of the kids who did attend the preschool didn't graduate, but 77% graduated. And the High Scope Perry Preschool, only a third didn't graduate and 2/3 graduated. So wouldn't you want your children to have this better advantage? So how can we prevent this? Our goal is to expose children to the basic structures sooner. Universal preschool is what we need to encourage. American Magazine explains Head Start is a federally funded program for children of low-income families and began in 1965 by the Office of Economic Opportunity. It was started as an 8-week program, but now is year-round. It accommodates ages 3 to 5. The accessibility, it helps homeless people, migrant workers, and those of low income. But just because you're not part of that doesn't mean you shouldn't put them in preschool. The future benefits of preschool, as the U.S. News and World Report states that those who attend preschool were likely to graduate high school by 49.7% versus the 38.5% that didn't go to preschool. The social benefits, the News and World Report also states that 33% of those who attended preschool contributed to a lower rate of juvenile arrest. They were less likely to repeat a grade, meaning they didn't have the emotional stress of having to be made fun of because they were a year older than everybody else in their grades. The children that go to preschool are more prepared for kindergarten through life learning skills and role play, all while making it educational. The interaction grows between families and friends, and the long-range benefits of preschool are helpful to society. Susan Cooper, a supporter of preschool, says quality preschool provides not only significant benefits to children in both school and life, but tremendous benefits for our society.